Aurora has been released, and while this champion is meant to be a solo laner, of course, we're gonna have to see if it has what it takes to be successful in the jungle as well, in this new edition of Jungle of Fumble. Don't try this at home, it's gonna be a wild roller coaster, I can tell you that much. Let's get into it. I have a very clear idea of what I'm gonna do playing Aurora jungle. When the game begins and when we get into it, I'll try to explain it all to you in detail. I haven't played a single game on the champion. I've only watched others play her. Fingers crossed, hopefully this is gonna be an amazing Aurora experiment. There's light at the end of the tunnel after all. Happy days all around. Okay, my runes are gonna look exactly like this. Now we just need to make sure nobody dodges. I'm not entirely sure how we ensure that, but I don't know. Let's see what happens, I guess. Believe. Have faith. We're up against the Ringar. That sounds like a fun, spicy jungle matchup. Looking forward to that. Alright, everybody. This is going to be my first time ever playing Aurora jungle. Some of you are probably sitting, wondering what on earth this champion does. Luckily, you have me to quickly explain that to you. The passive is gonna ensure that our attacks and abilities apply stacks, and whenever a third stack is applied to a target, it deals bonus damage and Aurora gains movement speed. Q is a straight line skill shot that deals damage and marks enemies, which can be recast for extra damage on the way back. W is a dash that makes you invisible for a short duration, and you also gain a little speed up. E is a straight line skill shot dealing damage. It slows targets and it will knock back Aurora when used. And then finally there's the ult. You dash forward, you gain a speed up, and then you lock people in a huge AoE circle where Aurora can dash to the other side of the circle by walking to the edge. Enemies can't get out of the circle. And if you're really smooth on the Aurora, you can actually hop into the edge, like jump back and forth twice. We're gonna start on the red buff, and I'm gonna focus up and try my best to turn this into a successful clear. I have played against this champion a couple of times in solo queue already. I played against the jungle twice. It looked absolutely useless. I stomped it and won both games in like 15 minutes. So now I'm curious to find out if I have what it takes to make this champion work. I'm certainly not kiting well, but I can't really blame my champion for that. That's just me being bad at the video game. Go. Not particularly fast, probably could have done this like 5-10 seconds faster, but we'll make it work. One way or the other, friends, we'll make it work. Most of our damage generally is gonna come from Q. Q is also what we're gonna max first. We don't need W yet, it doesn't help us with our jungle clear. I love when the enemy team asks me to surrender the game before I've even finished my full clear. What a strange situation to be in. Sorry, what is bro doing? Did I just solo kill a Ringar? I mean, that was one hell of a griefing Ringar, I'm gonna be honest with you, but... I'm lost for words. I'm just very confused right now more than anything. I just want to clear this and get out of here. What a dream start, bro. The enemy jungler is running it down. What more could you want in life? We're chilling, dude. We're chilling real good. I'm so ready to rock and roll from here. Now, some of the things we're gonna have to keep in mind. The champion has a lot of mobility. It has a lot of AoE damage. It has a dash with invisibility. But compared to most other mages in League of Legends, it has a very short range. Luckily for us, they also have a bunch of short range champions that hopefully we're going to be able to deal with in skirmishes. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue, but we'll obviously see how everything ends up playing out. So far we've been able to create a jungle advantage. A bit of a shame that bot lane is having a tough time. But that's all there is to it. Also, could somebody please call Siri's parents? I have a feeling that they wouldn't be too proud right now. But what do I know? Look at this. Woo! E can be used to dash over very thin walls. This one's the few walls you can actually do it on. Hey, Grump is finally spawning, let's go. It's coming up so late due to the fight with Ringa. Also, it could be that I'm omega trolling by not going Faded Ashes, by the way. Like, maybe that was one of the most stupid things I've done in my entire life. I'm not 100% sure. Here. This might not work. Asir is moving, Ringa is nearby, Camille is moving. I need to wait till Cho'Gath and Victor catches their waves. We might also be able to look for a gank on Camille. He does have a ward. Hopefully I can just clear that without dying. That would make me very happy and satisfied. Laners are able to follow now. Then I'm gonna try to take this. Cho'Gath wants to feast one of them. Can be arranged. Ringa's moving topside. I'll probably just do Scuttle and recall. This champion doesn't have that much early game power as a jungler, so we need to be relatively farm heavy. Then we'll get very strong over time. I mean, already getting Liandry is gonna make a very big difference. I actually can't believe... Bro, did I really go double Amp Tome instead of getting Faded Ashes earlier? That was not very smart, I'm gonna be honest. Oh well. We all make mistakes. My brain is so focused on just what my champion does and playing it in the right way. I should be able to set up a gank with ult. Never mind. Can I? Maybe? There's a ring guy here. I wonder what happens if he decides to invade me right now. I'm not sure if I can survive. Just trying to get red buff for the time being. I might just have made a mistake, my friends. I don't know where to go, I'm a little afraid. Okay. That was... that was kind of scary. Gonna be honest, like... playing against Ringa with Aurora is not what I was hoping for, but... he's making a couple of mistakes and giving us a chance to play the game, so... no complaints from here. It's also worth pointing out that we're playing a solo queue game on this account that I haven't played on in a long time. It's been inactive for a while. And these players are mostly diamonds, but there's a couple of emeralds as well. I decided to avoid first timing it on my main account. Need to ensure that we don't int some innocent solo queue players. And so far it's actually going pretty well. I have no regrets. 60 gold for Liandry, that would be really big for me. I will just place the ward. We're gonna max E next. It's definitely warded. We'll get a flash, not the greatest map awareness. The base for Liandry now. I'm just walking away from the ward so they don't see me basing. I would love to get the void grips now. It doesn't matter what champion you're playing. Securing objectives is always a good thing. That was aggressive. Oh, Ringo's up so. Oh yeah, he's doing Drake. So now it's worth pointing out that Aurora's Q works really nicely with Liandry's. Whenever you get that, you always want to use the recast on your Q as late as possible, so you get the ultimate amount of burn damage on the target you're fighting. We're gonna burn them all down now. Sounds a move, but they're obviously gonna see me crossing over mid. Did I just knock myself back? I should just have flash ulted him. What am I doing with my life? Awkward. If they overextend bot, I'm gonna move that in a moment. I think I should generally try to play a bit more aggressive when my ult is up. Shouldn't be that difficult to make plays. Remember, they can't walk out of the circle, they'll just be stuck there. I have a feeling we're unable to play around bot lane this game. I'm gonna need some armor, but I'm not entirely sure where to go from here. I think we go Sonya second item. Honestly, in most games, as a feeling of Sonya second, it's gonna be very beneficial anyways. Can I pull this off? The answer is no, I couldn't. You can get over that wall, but you have to stand in like the perfect spot for that to work. I think right now we just need to clear a couple of camps. We're still in a good position, comparing ourselves to Ringar, but obviously it's gonna be very, very difficult to salvage the situation versus this fed Siri and Lulu. Apparently Siri is admitting to boosting that account in all chat. That seems to be rather strange behavior, but it is what it is. Really not sure what to do right now. It feels really bad. We're actually doing really well topside, but it could just be one of those games where our performances on the other side of the map won't matter due to what's happening bot lane. And if Siri is actually a high-low player boosting this account, you can't even blame them. You can just blame Riot for allowing the boosting to happen in the first place. Okay, I'm gonna cook. We get one more. Really? Bro, I'm so slow! Ah, it's because he has tier 2 boost and I don't. I wasn't even close to reaching him. My bad. If we can take that blue buff here. I'm trying to decide if to mute Siri or not. Kinda sad behavior, but I don't know. Sorceress here. Now we're working getting Sonya. I would be very thankful if we could find a way to get the series to lose. Let's try hard for our lives, guys. This Siri can't be allowed to win. No typing. Full focus now. Been enough all chatting. We have to bring this home one way or the other. I know that I'm saying that while still making a lot of mistakes, but as the game goes on, I'm gonna continue improving. By the end of this, I'm gonna be clean enough on this champion. We'll make it work. This Victor is a very aggressive gamer. I don't know, play safe, don't fight Siri. A bit too aggressive, bro. We can't win those, I shouldn't have followed. It's really hard to judge how strong my champion is as a jungler. I've been ahead of Ringar the entire game, but obviously the game is kind of skewed. I'm assuming they're doing Herald now. If Siri and Lulu based, I might have a chance of securing it. I also just want to point out that what's happening in this game is one of the biggest issues in League of Legends right now. Riot has to fix it at some point or it's gonna kill the game. This isn't even a low elo game. Like, everybody's Diamond or Emerald, but the game is being ruined by somebody picking their main champ on a low elo account, boosting their teammates. Well, lower elo. than what they belong in at the very least. Like boosting, smurfing and whatnot is so unacceptable. And the fact that she can openly talk about her boosting services in all chat the entire game without being unbanned, it kind of kills me, I'm gonna be honest. That's a bit mind-blowing. But that's the world we live in. It's something we have to accept for now. When somebody on the enemy team is as fed as Siri, you just have to try to avoid them as well as you can. The lane she's in, we have to try to just wave clear and survive. Here they come, Victor. Oh no! I forgot that you're gonna get pulled twice. I walked into the edge again too soon. I could also have used Seeker's arm guard under the turret. I thought she was gonna flash over the wall and try to kill me, so I was trying to wait till that happened, but the red buff was enough apparently. I'm very unsure if they can stop them from doing Baron now. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? Work together, work together. Ringar's still alive. I think they're gonna go again. Nope. They're gonna go Drake instead. We'll be fine. Well, somewhat fine. Oh, he's a bit strong. I think we're getting pented. She gets a penta here. Actually, her teammate stole it, but he legit jumped in 1v4 and just killed all of us. Well, this was not the Aurora jungle game that I was hoping for, but it's alright. It's part of the jungle of Fumble experience, having a difficult game. I think this game was like a relatable League of Legends experience more than anything. We're gonna have to play it again, because this was not even a real game. Like, I have absolutely no clue if my champion is a good jungler or not, based off of what's happening here. I do have to say that us being able to deal with a ring guy in the early game does give me some hope. Like, this must be one of the trickiest matchups, early game at the very least. It's really big if we can catch and kill her. Might be easier said than done. No, she jumped the wall. Okay. Here comes the mistakes. Asia is kind of ending the game in the meantime. I think he won't be able to continue. I'm gonna farm my bot side. I haven't been able to farm for a while, but that was in good place. Buys us a bit of time to hopefully kick off and come back. It would feel really good to win this. That I certainly agree with. I need to push this out. Camille seems like a very good response to my champion, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it doesn't matter how I play, I have no counterplay. Normally, you can kite them with your ult, but I can't even jump to the other side because I'm stuck in Camille R. Question if they go Baron, or just run for a Nexus. Little TP'd on me. I should have been more aware of that. I'll be aware of it in the future. If there's gonna be a game to play 20 seconds from now when I spawn. Siri messed up. Look, I've killed her. I'm up in the moment. Lulu ascending. That's gonna be it. We had some cool plays, we made some mistakes. Ultimately it was a bit of a frustrating game to say the least, but at the end of the day, there were some learning lessons. Let's go again and let's do better in the next one. I'm gonna go for the same path again. You can technically start on both sides with Aurora. But I like the red start, putting Crocs and Raptors in cooldown immediately. Isn't Malphite our top laner? He probably should start moving top soon. And it's working out pretty nicely. I definitely feel more comfortable with the kit now. I already explained how the champion functions in game 1. Now I just need to focus up and play as well as I possibly can. Try not to make as many silly mechanical mistakes. Very good. Pretty decent clear speed. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to make a play top. I'll just recall. Also my health pot, get faded ashes. Probably shouldn't even have bought a health pot against the Evelyn to begin with. Not the highest chance of action early on. Keeping an eye out near bot so I can warn Draven if she shows up trying to kill him. If nothing happens, we just path towards top side again, I guess. Try to get Void Grubs and spawn. Set a 6. He might even recall here. Oh, he W'd forward. I missed. Let's go, dude. Well played by Mr. Malphite. I'll help him push. We just need to push this in so he can recall. I can go for the Void Grubs after. We're off to a decent start in the jungle. Well, the enemy jungle is 2-0, so we're not quite as strong as Evelyn, but that's something we'll have to accept. I'm getting creep blocked. I have a feeling Cho'Gath is gonna crush my dreams here. He can just walk up and feast one of them. My smite doesn't do as much damage. Am I just dead here? Okay. My bad. There was a lot of people hunting me down. Starting Void Grubs was a mistake. I can't blame my champion on that. That was just a bad judgment. I thought I managed to escape with my ult, but I'm not using it that well. Definitely need to use it slightly differently in the future so I can escape a bit easier. It's not the most interactive champion in the early game, I'm gonna be honest. But I guess that's most junglers nowadays. Pretty farm heavy. That's also why the junglers with a really fast clear speed are by far the greatest, because you can clear your camps instantly and then you have a big window to look for ganks until your camps spawn again. Fighting. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get involved down there. They're mid prior as well. It's really not a great time for bot lane to fight. Both jungle and mid can't be there, we knew that in advance. It's a little bit like the mistake I made earlier in Void Grubs. We know we're gonna be outnumbered, so we just shouldn't fight them. Aurora is not bad for dives. Because the ult, or rather dashing with the ult, breaks tower aggro. Oh, I need to wait till red buff wears off. Bro. We're not really on the same page here. I messed up the ult. I should have popped it earlier for sure. Not only to get the damage down, but also to be able to escape. But it felt like we were doing two different things. Me wanting to dive, him hesitating. But at the same time, you can't really blame Yasuo, because on the mechanical level I messed that up completely. And my Aurora is not as convincing as I would like right now. Practice makes perfect, or so they say at the very least. It does worry me how weak and powerless I feel. Evelyn's here. I missed. Seems hot. We take too many risky and bad fights. It's really hard to play. Honestly, this game is kind of a jungle cap right now. Evelyn is having so much pressure on the map than me. Look at us having an impact on the game. Improving. We're on the board. Hopefully this can be the start of a beautiful Aurora comeback story. We have Landry, we have Sorcerer Shoes, we're level 9, so our Q is fully maxed. What more could you want in life? What more could you want? Some people like going Landry into Riftmaker on Aurora when she's in lane, but I don't think that's an option in jungle. Sonya is gonna be much more impactful in most fights. That was a lot of damage, wow. I hope I'll be able to get this before Seth makes it here. It's taking a while, but I'm working on it. I actually killed him. Dude, this Draven is a monster, dude. These solo queue games are something else. Is he not helping me? I thought we were gonna go together. My logic was that if I lock Cho'Gath in a cage and Yasuo's right behind me, I can just buy time and we eventually kill him, but it takes a little bit too long. If I'm on my own, it's a full tank Cho'Gath, he's a big boy. Off the right side we get top tower, that's a win in some kind of way. I need 350 gold for Seeker's Armguard, that's also gonna be nice. They're killing them 2v4 by the way. I don't understand League of Legends anymore. Bro, these games are the same. I'm just flipping coins and hoping my bot lane randomly wins. It does shock me how little impact I'm having, and I'm not sure how much of that is Aurora being a bad jungle champion and how much is me just not being super comfortable on the champion yet. Probably a mix of the two, to be honest. At least Raven Nami are having a good time. Don't tell me we're gonna win the game with them surrendering and me still being 1-2-1. That would be a little bit pathetic. I want to find just one opening, one good play. Something to give me a bit of faith and confidence. Oh. I didn't really do anything, but I'm on the board. Oh, I'm gaming! That was some good damage. If you can QEQ, you actually do quite a bit once you have Landry. Also, I'm sitting on 3k gold, so it'll be even more up in my face. Oh. This camera is cursed, man. What are these games? I'm not entirely sure what to think or what to feel about this, but a win is a win, guys. I think the conclusion of these games is that Aurora isn't exactly the strongest jungler, and there's probably a reason that she has the lowest win rate in the game right now out of all junglers that exist, sitting below 40%. Bot lane and marksman continues being very, very powerful. And I don't know, Aurora is a fumble. I wouldn't really recommend anyone playing her in jungle. She seems to be much better as a solo laner. And the worst part is that, well, she's apparently getting nerfed next patch, so it's not gonna get any easier. Hopefully, hopefully the upcoming jungle champ is gonna, the upcoming champion release in the future is gonna be a jungle champ. That'll be fantastic. For now, I hope you enjoyed watching the Aurora experience. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't much of a pleasure playing her, but at the same time it needed to be done. I'm glad we gave it a fair attempt. Thank you for tuning in.